Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This is episode 80. In the last episode, we came over to our asteroid here and put in a lot of work, and you can see there's still a lot to do, but we put in a lot of work towards getting oil. And the other thing that had happened was up here. It had looked like these had got deconstructed or removed or something somehow, and I was thinking about that in between episodes, and I think I know what's happened. Okay, so let's try to explain. Basically, these generators, they do give off some heat. I mean, it's not a humongous amount, but they do give off some heat. They're in a vacuum. That means any heat they have cannot be pulled off of them. Which means they are very slowly, as you can, I'll just leave it here for a second, you can see their temperature is ticking upwards. So this is not going to work. So we're going to get rid of them, and I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to put in a wart, because they give off radiation as well. If I just pip in a wart anywhere in here, and it doesn't in the slightest measure matter where, I could then build, wherever it plants it, I can build one of these and do it that way. So that's what we're going to end up doing. So there's a wart seed right there we can absolutely use. That'll work. So we'll plunk that up here somewhere. And then I guess I might as well, in all reality, I might as well just get rid of all of this stuff here. And we can close this off because there's no need for it to be a vacuum at that point. That way it's safe for the pip to actually get up here. I guess in all reality there's no reason for that to be open anymore either. Oh, that was keeping some of the oxygen out, the pressure, because we were overpressured down here. So kind of are, but it's not as bad, but it's fine. We can always reopen that if we want to. Let's just sweep all that junk out of there. Except that stays. And then we'll grab one of our many pips. Do I have any in the park? I do. Hey buddy, why don't you come on up here? How does that sound? Does that sound like fun? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll just airlock that, and then this will be a much safer environment for him. In fact, let's have that done before he gets here. That would probably be helpful. That would sure be nice. Yeah, this is almost certainly going to be in the wrong spot as well, so we might as well get rid of it as well. I don't know exactly where he's going to want to plant that, but anywhere up there will be fine, because we can then just Radbolt Generator shoot it straight across. But yeah, it had absolutely bugged, because I was thinking, you know, maybe some save load bug on the game, because I do have a bug. Anytime I have a research going, when I save load, it disappears. That's really annoying. But anyway. So I thought maybe it was just that, or like something like a save load bug, but then I got thinking about it later. It's like, hang on a second. If there's never any air here, do they produce heat? And they sure do. So I just heard a bleep bleep, but I don't know. Something's entombed here. Oh, yeah, no, that's totally fine. We can kind of get to that whenever. That's really not important. Alright. You're safe to be brought up now. Okay, buddy, look at that. It's plantable. You should go plant it. Does that sound like fun? I think that sounds like great fun, doesn't it? So where are you going? Over here. No, not down there. Buddy. There's no other plants anywhere even remotely here. You should want to do this. This should be like high priority for you. Unless igneous rock is too hard for you, but it really shouldn't be. Now, let's just carve one of these squares here out, doesn't matter which one, and give him an actual proper dirt tile. Should not need to do that, but maybe, just maybe, that's the problem. Or it also might want a higher ceiling. That's also a possibility. So let's do that then. Let's see if that has any bearing. Oh wait, hang on a second. Okay, you want to do it there. Well, that's fine. Good job, buddy. Thank you so much. I'll send you back to the park. Excellent. Okay. And with that, we can now put our Radbolt generator in. Let's make sure I've got it lined up right, so the receiver is on the top. So we can plunk you in right there. Having you shoot to the right when the time comes, and that'll be good. And you're right near power, so that'll also be very convenient. Then at that point we can just close this back off, and everybody will be safe again. And since none of this will be air exposed, space exposed, I don't think... Oh wait, no, it will still be here. Yeah, okay. So maybe then we will just have to leave this open so there's always at least some air coming up here. Even if it is being slowly sucked away. At least then there will always be some air for it to offload its heat onto. And anyway, that close to a wart, it should be fine anyway, you would think, but... Okay. But there, I do believe that has solved that mystery and fixed it. Would have liked you to have come and grabbed this stuff before you get zapped by... Did I not press deconstruct on that? I thought I did. Oh, I just said disable. I didn't say deconstruct. Okay. Never mind. We're good. Let's come and grab all this stuff off of here, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay. Alright. Gas is good. Coal is hanging in there. It's not great, but it's hanging in there. Our little slickster dude. Still in fine health. The temperature here is a little bit cold for him, but it's not bad. And frankly, I'll let him roam around down here as much as he likes. That's fine. There should be enough airflow between here and here to get all this stuff out anyway, so it should be fine. Okay. I think you should be fine. I don't know why nobody's getting around to these ones, but I guess we'll ignore that. There's a temperature in here. Well, you're keeping it nice and cool in here now. Which ideally should mean the brine transfer should be nice and... Okay, so you're coming out, call that 16.5, coming back at 19.5, so you're gaining 3 degrees. from all the various bits you're doing. That's very nice. Okay. On a wart, how fast do you go? 31 per day. So it's going to take you basically a day and a half per Radbolt. Okay. So this will be quite slow to charge, but that's okay. I don't mind that. In fact, I could probably... If I airlock this so there's oxygen in here, I could probably put in another wart. I think I'm going to. Because then if I put a wart here, I can put a generator and just Radbolt plate it through. Might get a little bit sneaky to actually get it to line up to here, but I think it's something we'll be able to do. And I guess it doesn't actually matter which square he plants on, so I'll make all three of these dirt. And then he can plant them on whichever one he wants. Assuming somebody comes around to get to that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Somewhere I'm sure I have another wart just floating around somewhere. That's in, so these can now be... I'll have to explicitly open that for a while, give that a second to get some air before we put it back, but that's not a problem. Okay, little wart buddy. Yeah, I know, you've been so busy today, huh? Well, pips are the heroes of this campaign, that is for sure. That is for sure. This keeps going red because it keeps climbing on the ceiling where we can't get at him. Sneaky bugger. Is there power already? Oh, we'll come back to that. Printables. Don't want any of that, so I'll find something. I'll be back. And we're back. I'm just going to grab some more slicksters. And I think for simplicity, just to make sure their life cycles are far enough apart, I'm not going to pip these ones. I'm just going to let them hatch naturally here. There we go. Now, as I was right about to do here, I was checking to make sure I could power a Radbolt generator in here. Not immediately, I will have to joint plate it. That's fine, we can do that. But let's wait and see where the pip ends up planting this. Saw that. There we go. And it looks like we only got 40 Radbolts out of it, so I guess there must be some decay as it flies, or when it crosses the reflectors or something. But either way, that clearly proves that is working. Okay, buddy. Look, it should be very clear what you're doing. I don't know how much more explicit I can make this. Come on. You can do it. You should really want to do that. No, you'd rather just run around and do nothing? Okay. There you go. Good job, buddy. And let's have some cycle lag, thank you. Right, and with that, you are good. Okay, so actual Radbolt generator, I guess if I put this here, we can joint plate through. Oh, I'm going to need some plastics, right. Okay. Do I not seriously have any plastics at all? Oh no, some, but not very many. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna need more plastic before I can do that. That's fine. But we might as well go ahead and get the rest of this in. And I guess the next printing pod's gonna have to be plastic. Not a problem, we can do that. Where are my ranchers? My little pit buddy would like to go home. Actually, I think this actually works out well too, because if Radbolt's coming up here, means anyone coming off the rocket, when they cut across here, they should not be hit by these Radbolts. So they should be completely safe. And I will have to let them in order to build that side, of course, but that's not a big deal. Until we have the plastic and we can do it all in one shot. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. We can at least get the joint plate in place. I just don't want it to actually be connected, because there's no point in drawing the power before it's doing anything, right? It's fine, I can always just put a reflector here if I have to. It's not a big deal. It'll look silly, but it's not a big deal. You're basically just going to chop. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of very, very short hops. So it's going to look very strange, but it should work. So which side is the actual floor part then? Okay, so the shooting square is technically the floor part. Okay. So I think we're going to just move this. No, now you're not going to let me actually do it? Okay. Fair enough. Ah, silliness. There you go. Okay. Let's see, because I am curious, is there any loss from here to here? So we're at 255.9, and you are completely empty, right? Yeah, so we're at 255.9. So I tick you on for a second. Tick you off. Okay, so yes, there is a little bit of loss. It's not bad, though. Yeah, because this fired 250 of them. It didn't obviously do the change part. That's fine. So that 250 turned into 240. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. And there is no decay on this, right? I'll have to keep an eye on this, but I don't think there should be. Even though this thing's technically not powered. Well, it could be if it wanted to, but anyway. Alright, that's very neat. You're still a ways away from the next one. And half a day from a pile of plastic. Okay. Well, we should be doing some research, yeah? What can we possibly want to get into? So we don't have any data banks, so we can't do anything that requires orange science right now. Is there anything that doesn't require orange science? Not much, huh? Okay, I guess we're not doing research right now then. Never mind. We'll need to get Bubbles back out there at some point relatively soon. Is the rocket otherwise ready to go? Tons and tons and tons of air. Food should be fine. The outhouse will want attention, but that's not a big deal. Okay. And then obviously we'll need some plastics. Okay, so we're definitely not ready to go yet, but it shouldn't be too much. How is my buddy over here doing? You doing good? Yeah, you're doing good. There we go, printables. Right, I'm after plastic. I will be back. There we go, plastic. Right, so once that's up here and all built, we'll lock this off again. This will be ready to go. There will be a little bit of plastic left over to put back on the rocket. Not a ton, but a fair bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I might as well let them do that last little bit of sweeping, even though it's very low priority, but... So yeah, you'll shoot straight up here to you, you're shot across, you are good. Yeah, I think we're ready to go ahead and plug you back in. And you can generate your, basically one shot every day and a half or so. Said that, how do they get across here? Poorly is the short answer. I'm gonna say poorly is the short answer. Well, yeah, I guess they could have gone it down on the bottom and around, but this will be so much faster, especially for people jumping off the rocket. Apparently they're very happy. Apparently they're very happy and they like to sing. That's really cool. I like that. I was never really paying attention when I was grabbing dupes to what their overjoyed response was. But apparently I have a lot of singers. Alright, all that sweeping is done, so no longer shall you use that door. Okay, well, I think on that note, we're going to call things there for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.